we are going to be building a little bushcraft survival hut shelter, and we're going to be using this for some of the later videos and just as a little real life scenario for you guys. And we're going to be setting up right here in this little area right here, and we got a lake behind us where we can go fishing, bow fishing, just a good source of water. But the whole thing we're going to be doing today is going to be bushcraft. We're going to get some logs, chop them down, maybe make a lean-to, figure something out, make a little campfire. Then we're going to cook up a steak. If we see a squirrel, we might pop a squirrel and cook that too. But let's start, jump right in. All right, so for this shelter, we're thinking we're going to put a little rafter from this tree to this tree, just a little rafter, and then we're gonna chop down some trees and just make a little lean-to. We're gonna have a little fire pit right here, so we could look out into the lake and just it's a nice flat area. So we got some fallen logs, I think, and that was just kind of the game plan. So what we've been doing is cleaning up these trees from all these branches, just chopping them off, just like this, just running the knife down and then stacking them like this. So this right here is a lean-to where you got one ridge line and you just lean the other trees up against it, and you pretty much just do that until it's full. And then it's really self-explanatory, pretty little shelter, but it's very effective, keeps you hidden away from the rain, wind, and just all the other elements. And it's not too much work. You know, just chop down some trees, get rid of the little branches, and you're good to go. You can make a nice little bed in there too, but just like this is pretty much just what we've been doing for the past half hour or so, and it works great. Just like this. You can see it could go in here, and there will be a bunch of room in here. So we're gonna keep chopping away. So that's just a little update for y'all. The clouds rolled in and it's starting to rain. Kind of sucks. The rain wasn't forecasted, but luckily we do have most of this fort built. And I think it is plenty for me solo, even for my buddy, it's enough. And this right here, we're gonna rip out some of these roots back here. It's nice and soft, so we don't have to do too much work back here. If I did want to make a bed, I would chop down some greens and make a bed, but I'm not doing that tonight. However, now I am gonna dig out a nice little fire pit right here, right in front of me, so we could hide out from the rain. Nice little overhead right here, and cook our steaks. So I'm just gonna make a little fire pit now, and we'll be able to cook our steaks. All right, it's starting to get dark. The rain is starting to come down harder. It's getting hard to see, especially on the camera. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna continue building this fort. Most of it's done, however, there's just a few more details I'd like to go over. So, knock on the wood. All right, while I wait for the fire to calm down and for the coals to get nice and hot, I want to talk about a very important tool that's often neglected in a lot of the survival bushcraft videos. Now maybe I am leaking into a separate genre. However, if we are talking about survival bushcraft, you know, you needed something to harvest animals with, small game, fish, maybe even large game, like deer. If you're in a survival situation, you definitely want to have some sort of weapon. Now I know some guys just go fully primitive, you know, they make their own longbows, or you can make your own snares. However, all of that takes a long time to get good at. You know, those are all skills that take a lot of practice. However, why not bring something with you into the woods if you can? Now, I know a lot of guys wouldn't want to bring firearms for multiple reasons. However, I'm not talking about firearms. What I'm talking about actually is a pistol crossbow. So this right here is my pistol crossbow, and this one actually has a fishing reel on it. That's not the one I want to show to you guys right now. The pistol crossbow I want to show to you guys is this right here. It's the same model, except that has a fishing pole on it, or a fishing reel on it. This one doesn't. But this right here, this is called the Ballista Bat Pistol Crossbow. It weighs about 2.5 pounds, and it has 120-pound limbs. It has a 30-pound draw weight, and it shoots up to 330 feet per second. Now, as you can see, it's really small. It's about the size of my palm, or the limbs are about the size of my palm. So it's incredibly small, and it's extremely powerful. So as you could imagine, with this crossbow being that fast and that small, you're probably curious at what ammunition you use, what type of bolts. And I actually have my small game bolts with me. So this is the Ballista Sting bolt. It's a micro diameter shaft for increased penetration, speed, you know, less air friction. And what I have on here, on the point right here, is actually a judo point. Now, a judo point is designed for small game hunting or stump shooting. As you can see, there's 4 prongs on it, and some guys believe that that's for stunning the animal. Maybe it is. However, with these pistol crossbows, they're shooting so fast that it goes straight through them. However, what it does do is it gets stuck in the grass when you do shoot it. So let's say you hit a rabbit, instead of the bolt going all the way through and getting dug into the grass so that you lose it, the prongs stop it in the grass. Or let's say you miss, you're not losing a bolt, or not as easy, because it gets stopped in the grass. And I'll shoot it for you guys real quick just to show you how it works. So once again, you just pull it back just like that. You load it just like this. And before I shoot it, I want to show you how to uncock it. So let's say your little rabbit or squirrel that you're looking at runs away and you don't want to shoot it. What you do is remove the bolt, hit the safety in, pull back, and just like that, you've done unloaded the crossbow. Most crossbows require you to shoot a dummy bolt into the ground, and most crossbows are massive. So this is a completely different niche. But I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna go shoot it in a tree, because that's another thing with these judo points. They are, you can stump shoot with them. So I'm gonna choose a tree and shoot it at it. All right, so you load it, and this one doesn't have a sight on there. However, you can get sights for them. This one just doesn't have it. But you load the bolt in there all the way, and when you're ready to shoot, you just take it off safety. Just like that. All right, so we shot the regular bat, and now I want to shoot the one with the fishing reel on here. As you can see, there are fishing bolts, fully legit fishing bolts, just like out of a real bow fishing bow. You can twist off broadhead, you know. Anyways, everything just everything like a bow fishing bow, just micro and crossbow. So the way you load this is everything's the same way. Load it, there's a little knock on the bottom, and you just slide the string in there. Make sure that the string doesn't get in the cams or in the limbs. Just like that. And when you're ready to shoot, you want to open the spool, because if you don't, you're going to lose a bolt. But anyways, I'm going to shoot it for y'all. So, a little rocky right here, but doesn't really matter what I'm shooting at. I'm not really shooting fish, but make sure the spool is open, and then you can just take it off safety, see your fish, boom, just like that. And you can, actually some guys just do this, boom. Just like that. This is mule deer that I harvested a couple weeks ago. Would be nice to have a little longer of a stick, but it's okay. All right. I think the steak is done. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, wow. Guys. This is why we hunt. This right here. This little piece of steak. So good. Praise the Lord. Alright guys, I'm gonna finish up cooking the rest of the steaks and I'll let you guys go. However, I'll leave a link down in the bio. I'll leave a link down in the description to the ballista crossbows. Once again, from bow fishing to hunting, I truly believe that this right here is the most versatile crossbow in the world, especially for survival situations. You know, harvest a squirrel, cook it. There's actually a big brother to this called the Ballista Bat Reverse that can take down deer at 35 yards. There's been guys that have done it. Plenty of videos on that too, so make sure to check out the channel for more information on these crossbows. But once again, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.